What's going on, you guys? It's Hitman Sports Media, and I'm back at you with another one. Today kicked off the fight card Fatal Fury with Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez, and Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barboza. First off, I think those are three good fights, three quality names, at least to the mainstream media for the most part. And they're interesting fights. Some more than others. I'll start with Teofimo Lopez and Arnold Barboza. I'm looking forward to that fight a lot. I think that's a good matchup. Arnold Barboza has been calling for a Teofimo Lopez fight for the last few years now, and he finally got it, and I'm happy for him. I'm looking forward to that fight because stylistically, right now, I think I'm going to have to lean toward Arnold Barboza. I know that's the underdog here, but after watching his last few fights, I've been impressed. He's coming off of the Jack Catterall win. I mean, not the most exciting fight, but we've known Arnold Barboza as a guy who puts punches together very well. He's a good boxer, puncher, but he looked good to me in the Jack Catterall fight. And Jack Catterall is somebody who's given quite a bit of junior lightweights some issues. I mean, he beat Josh Taylor arguably twice, beat Regis Prograis. Those are two big quality wins at the 140-pound division, and he's just always come to fight. But I just think Teofimo Lopez, it just depends on what Teofimo comes into the ring. Honestly, we've seen a lot of goofball behavior from him over this last year or two now, and I'm pulling for Arnold Barboza, and that's not me being biased. That's just me giving my honest opinion on that fight. Moving forward to Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez, another good fight. I think it's a good comeback fight for the both of them. You got to remember that Jose Ramirez actually was just beaten by Arnold Barboza, and he's coming off of a loss. Some people may argue controversial. I didn't really see no controversy in that fight. I thought Arnold won convincingly. And then Devin Haney, we know he's taken a long way off after the Ryan Garcia fight. And however, you may feel about that fight, I think Devin Haney showed a lot of heart. He took quite a bit of punishment. But I'm looking forward to seeing him bounce back, and I believe he will. I think it's a good, comeback fight. Jose Ramirez is, no bum. He's a two-time world champion, and he's a good quality fighter. Now, it may be toward the tail end of Jose Ramirez's career, but I think for your comeback fight, considering that the last fight Haney was in was a grueling one, like I said, one where he took a lot of punishment, I think it's a good quality fight. And then moving on to Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. I wouldn't say the most competitive fight. I mean, Ryan Garcia is a big star in the sport of boxing, and he's got outside appeal, not only to people in the boxing world, but also in the entertainment world. He's an influencer, and I think he brings in a lot of casual fans. And I would favor him to stop Rolly Romero. I think Rolly Romero has promoted himself and used his mouthpiece to get him into some of these big fights. I mean, he's been in the ring with Tank, he's been in the ring with Pitbull, and now he's going to be stepping in the ring with Ryan Garcia. Three big fights. Now, I don't think he'll win. Like I said, I think he's going to get stopped. But nonetheless, I mean, it's a fight where both these guys have history with one another from Spar Wars from almost a decade ago. But I would still watch that fight. But like I said, I favor Ryan Garcia. But I also have to commend Turki Al-Sheikh, man, because he's put together a number of just quality fight cards, and a lot of them, I mean, have been really good competitive fights from top to bottom. I mean, these cards are stacked. I mean, considering the type of fight cards we've been getting over the last few years, it blows those ones out of the water. Top to bottom, like I said, just good quality fights with fighters that we've wanted to see fight. So I commend Turki Al-Sheikh. And one thing that's interesting about this card is it's going to be in New York, but it's going to be in Times Square. I'm not 100% sure on all the details, but what the venue is going to be like. But from what's been going around from Eddie Hearn and other promoters talking about this event is there's not going to be ticket sales. Pretty interesting. And what they mean by that is it's going to be open to public viewing. So, I mean, if you're just walking down Times Square, you know, on a Friday evening, you can come across that fight. I'm not sure if they're going to be playing it on, like, you know, any of the building or billboards or anything like that. But I think it's a great strategy to bring in the casual observer. You know, back in the day, we had fighters and fights on, like, regular television channels. You can go on Channel 8 and you can see Sugar Ray Leonard fight, Marvin Hagler fight, Tommy Hearns fight, you know, and that was free TV. So I think it's an awesome concept to have it, you know, at least free if you're going to be going to the fights live. If you're a big fight fan, that would be an awesome experience to go down Times Square and watch these fights for free, however they may come. You know, we're still 100% not sure about what's going to be happening, but at least that's the rumor. But again, commend Turki Al-Sheikh, Riyadh season, for making these fights happen, and I'm looking forward to this card. It's going to be, I forget what day May, but it's going to be the day before the Canelo Alvarez fight against William Skull on a Friday. Also, I found it really interesting today during those press conferences, seeing those three guys, the, you know, three main names I'm talking about, Teofimo, Devin, and Ryan, all on the same stage with one another. I mean, those three have been, you know, two of them have gotten in the ring with each other, but Teofimo has been the one guy who hasn't actually been in the ring with one of the, either Devin or Ryan. But those are three fighters that if you toss them up, I mean, those fights have been in discussions for years, but to see all of them on the same stage with one another, it was really interesting, kind of weird, but I mean, pretty cool, on all honesty. I mean, and the rumor is that the winner of, assuming that, you know, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney get past their opponents, the winner of the Devin Haney Ryan Garcia rematch is set to fight Teofimo Lopez, assuming Teofimo Lopez beats Arnold Barboza. But really looking forward to the outcome of these fights. And I would love to see Teofimo Lopez in there with any one of those guys. But let me know what you guys think about that card. Who do you have winning those fights? Who do you want to win? Looking forward, who do you favor in a Teofimo versus Devin fight, or a Teofimo versus Ryan Garcia fight? Hate, like, comment, subscribe. Till next time.